Okay, in this video we're going to talk about using the data transformation engine as a data cleansing tool. In the previous video we talked about how we handle data transformations. We looked at mapping sheets and touched on again a very simple use case. And again, to refresh your memory, in looking at mapping sheets, remember that we tell the system not only how we want to transform the data, but also how we want it to handle data elements that don't match requirements. In other words, error out, right? So we're trapping and filtering bad data as it runs through the engine, and that is showing up in our dashboard, right? So here you've got a number of different cards, and again we're seeing the data in a number of different ways. Here are some of the flows that have emitted some errors, right? So we've got 3 different jobs that ran with 15 successful records and 10 errors in this case, 25 total. So this is at the flow level, or what we call jobs. And they roll up to specific interfaces, as we've talked about before. So in aggregate, I could have multiple flows associated with a particular interface, and I'm seeing it more at a global level. Is it trending up? Is it trending down? What are the errors, etc.? And then if I had reprocessed any files, I would see the status of those here. And then in general, we're getting sort of a global view of, what are the major instances of failure, right? So for sales summary, in many cases, it's just did not translate error messages, okay? And then here I'm seeing all of the flows that I'm looking at that are running. So if I go ahead and click to view the errors, I can see, by line item down to the field level, what's going on. So as I scroll across and hover over this red guy here, I can see that it's not a valid length. So the string length exceeded its limits, which was based upon the rule on the mapping sheet that we had set up. So from here, I can do a number of things, right? I can decide to go ahead and make the edit, assuming I have privileges to do so. So again, maybe it's just a question of making this one change. Okay. And then as I make that change, confirm it, I can then go ahead and reprocess it, right? So with that comes the ability to compare. So I can see here's the original, here's what's been modified. And if I have the authority to do so, I could go ahead and reprocess the change. Now, what's great about this system is that, so the records that were valid and passed all of the criteria, now they've flown through. So I'm only dealing with the bad records here. Okay, so so the whole flow is not failing. It's just these data elements that did not conform to the rules that I put in place are being captured here. And so whether or not you then, download and send this file off to someone else for approval, or maybe it's the job of a business analyst to come in and correct the data, regardless, we're keeping a audit trail of any and all changes, right? So we can look at the file as it existed. We can see who changed what when it was changed, and all of that information is readily accessible. That is going to wrap this particular session. We hope you reach out to us. We'd love to show you more. Come see us at www.dteengine.com. and let us know you want to chat. Thank you.